Sounds and signs of spring. I'm walking into Ponderosa State Park from the activity center. It's a beautiful day. The sky is blue. There's big fluffy clouds, but they're not blocking out the sun. The snow has melted down enough. I'm walking over about a foot of snow on what used to be the ski trails. I'm headed out to the aspen grove in the untreated forest. I'm going to set up a time-lapse camera. I'm hoping to get some footage of the aspens budding out, and I've realized, as much as I love change, I don't like the in-between seasons. And by in-between season, I mean spring and fall. The season where nothing's certain. The seasons that are ever-changing. Maybe it's winter, maybe it's a little summer. It's a little bit of everything all at once. It's pure mayhem and beauty. But in that chaos, the level of uncertainty is so much higher. There's massive rings of brown showing in the tree wells. There's so much less snow out here in the park than in our extremely shaded area of the Moss campus. It's been over 2 months since I've been to the aspen grove in the untreated forest. I'm excited to see what it looks like right now. As I've been looking for signs of spring, I've been noticing how many shades of green can be seen on the pines right now. You look at the tree from one angle and you're like, oh yeah, it's all the same color. You turn your head a little to the left. You notice the changes in shades. These needles are a little lighter than the other side. The ones lower down are lighter than the ones at the top. The sun's out. I know I've been getting sunburnt. I've been thinking a lot about change. Anywhere from the fact it's April 13th and spring is coming, it's getting warmer, our snow's melting, but also the coronavirus is a thing that's hitting the world right now. I know that there's great beauty and strength that come out of chaos and uncertainty, but it's hard to see that until you're out of it. While you're still in the chaos, while you're still feeling the mess of the changing of seasons, the changing of life, the changing of our whole world. It's hard to see the beauty sometimes. I think it's important to take that moment, go out on a walk, look up at the aspen trees. They have no leaves on them, except for a few of the dead ones from last year. Still just clinging on. They're such a striking tree, aspens. Especially when you're in a grove that's a perfect circle. There's something about it that's just so unexplainably magnificent. They all lean towards the center, but also towards the west, trying to get as much sunlight as possible. There's a lot more snow here in the grove than I had originally expected. And I see no tracks, so I really wondered if there would have been any new scratches on the trees from bears, but all the scratch scars I'm seeing are old. I remember them from the fall. They're weathered. Now to pick the perfect tree to put my time-lapse camera on. I feel like it's this one. It shines right into the middle of the grove. We can get a whole perspective, or maybe we come one tree further back and get a bit larger of a view, a bit wider of a view. Ooh, yeah. I think we're gonna come all the way back to this tree. It's one of the trees on the edge of the grove, but I don't know, it's a hard choice. Each tree I come up and I stand next to it. I'm like, all right, do I put my time-lapse camera here? Do I get this shot? I mean, they're all great shots. Don't get me wrong. None of them are going to be a terrible shot. It's just figuring out, ooh, it's a kind of a striking view here. You look through some aspens, you see some aspens on the other side of the circle, and on the outside you see a tall, brightly orange barked ponderosa. It's a cool view. What about all these ones over here? There's something amazing about being an artist. You get to create and use your own imagination. When I'm painting, I feel like I'm creating something my own. When I'm doing photography or setting up game cameras or time-lapse cameras, I'm not creating the art. I'm just finding the most spectacular view or the most unique view to show of Mother Nature, of Earth, of an aspen grove, of a tree, of a lake, of a beach, of a fox den. It's a hard choice. There's so much responsibility, I feel, when I set up a camera compared to when I paint. When I paint, it's all mine. That's me. That's my art. I'm creating it. When it's a camera, it's not mine. I'm just opening a window into a world, an art, a beauty, nature, the creation of something much larger than all of us. I just have to find the perfect angle. I feel like I'm close, but I'm not. There's probably like 10 more trees I'll stand by at least and look through them. Get some wind here. I don't know, this view points west and you can see the grove. This might be the one. Let's see if we stand right here. That's pretty sweet too. What about? Yup. I think I found the one. I'm gonna go with this tree back here. It's amazing. I've walked maybe like 12 feet in total, going round and around, just looking for the perfect angle of the perfect tree. Now to get into my backpack and pull out this camera. Camera's tied to tree. I think that'll be good. Pick back up my backpack. I've placed the camera and start headed back to campus. Recently I've realized I have a lot of questions, but I don't think I actually want answers. I don't want someone to look me in the eye and be like, this is the answer. This is the reason why. I'd rather just keep wondering. Maybe answers aren't always as important as we thought. It's much more fun to go out and explore and just watch change. It's quite beautiful. I think the changing seasons, spring and fall, they drag on for so long. For me, at least. I just feel like they're never going to end. We're never going to get back to a normal, consistent, any level of normalcy, really. I need to take more time to just enjoy the moment as it is.
How long will I be able to keep skiing? What will the first flowers I see be?
I wonder when the bears come out of hibernation and when they do, like what their habits are. I also wonder about all the little creatures that live in the subnivean, and as the snow starts to melt, how many of them die, or where do they go so that they don't drown from the snow melting?
When will the snow melt? I wonder what type of flower that is. How does the sky get so blue?
When is the snow going to melt? And when is the ice going to break up?
When will the reptiles come out?
So right now I'm wondering about, as the snow is melting, there's this fungus or something that's being exposed underneath it because it's so moist, I guess, and it's just like this white cobwebby stuff all over the ground. So I'm wondering what that is. Yeah, I'm just wondering about all the different animals that are starting to emerge and kind of like what do they think when the temperatures start to warm up like this, like especially if it's like their first time ever experiencing it, like if they're a bear cub or a fox kid or something and they're just like, what is this green world that we're experiencing? And then like next winter they're going to be like, what the hell is this? I'm wondering when like peak bumblebee season will be up here. And
I wonder how long the mud is going to last. I wonder how long I'm going to be able to comfortably wear sweatshirt. How come mountains have flowers in the spring and also like equally vibrant in the fall?
When are the deer fawns gonna come out? When is the lake gonna be clear enough to canoe on?
When will the ospreys start migrating towards here? And when will the ice breakup finally happen? When will aspens start budding? When will the huckleberries be in full bloom? When will it hit 60 degrees? Has it stopped snowing completely? Or do we have one more storm in our future? Is it gonna get below freezing again? Fucking hope not. When will the potholes be fixed from freeze thaw?
When people would start to find animal sheds, whether that be from deer, elk, or moose, and if there's any kind of correlation with previous years where those have been found.
When will the fox kits come out? How many fox kits will there be? When will I see a baby squirrel? Why is this fox so comfortable with being so close to humans?
I think about migration or, seasonal patterns. What will I see that's different? I also think about how excited I am to see greenery, the cycle of rebirth, in the sense of how plants either that were shut down for the winter or dead, their seedlings, they themselves return during the spring, budding and, growing and popping out of the soil. That's really exciting.